Hey guys, October is Depression Awareness Month, and as a disclaimer, I wanted to remind you that I am not a trained professional. I am not a counselor of any sorts. I'm just here because I really care about you guys, I care about the topic, and I want to hopefully share things and resources that will help point you in the right direction so that you can look into these topics further on your own. So what is depression? Depression isn't just a sad feeling, it's not just feeling down, but it is actually a mood disorder and it is a mental illness that should be treated and taken seriously. So if it's an illness, why don't people just go to the doctor and get themselves fixed? Why is there an entire month about it? Well, the funny thing about that is that when it comes to mental health problems and sicknesses, it's all in your head. And so sometimes people have a stigma around it because people assume that if they can't see your problem, then it must not exist. Just because you don't see that someone is sick doesn't mean they're not sick and that they don't need help. That's suddenly everyone's like a trained professional counselor and says like, oh, obviously if I don't see that you have a problem, then clearly you don't have a problem. You should just suck it up. Because a lot of times people assume that, especially with depression, that, oh, you're just being lazy or you're just being whiny and complaining because you're always so negative. But when in fact it's actually not, that person can't control their thoughts. Like, naturally when you're depressed, your thoughts are a lot more negative and your words are a lot more hurtful and you tend to isolate yourself. It's not an intentional thing, it's the thing that the disease does to your brain, and it sucks. It really sucks. And I think because there's a lack of education around this mental illness, a lot of times, especially kids, get so bullied for this, and as we become young adults and the symptoms are starting to appear and we don't know what to do with it, we just think, okay, I suck and I can't handle life. And, and things can just escalate very quickly if untreated. And whew, oh my God. And I've seen a lot of times in my own personal life, if we hide our struggles and we take part in the shame that society has structured around real health problems, then we end up hurting ourselves. And depression is a very serious thing. I also want to say that depression doesn't always look like the person's sad. Sometimes the happiest people are the saddest people. They're so good at keeping it to themselves that you don't know that they're going through incredible pain. What I just described is the things that people experience internally at their core. I'll share more about why it was hard for me to start seeking counseling and things like that in tomorrow's video. But I just want to put this out there that, just because someone's smiling and super energetic all the time, don't assume that they're doing okay. You should check up on your happiest friends as well as your saddest normal friends. Usually my normal friends, like my plateauing friends, are like, they're so chill, like there's nothing going on. But usually it's like the spunkiest friends that I have that are like going through a lot. So you can never really know someone until you ask, and just be straightforward and show, and don't take light of it. Just be like, hey, seriously, like, are you doing okay? Like, let's talk. Maybe they're not down for it. We can talk about that social interaction in a different video. But that's all I wanted to say. Hope you guys are doing well. I love you guys so much, and you have every right to live. You have every right to be free, and there is hope. So stay tuned. Look down below for any resources if you can't wait and you want to get started on researching on your own.